trigonometric function. So, and we'll solve example of how to find inverse of sine inverse x and cos inverse x. So before finding inverse of trigonometric function, it should be understood that inverse of a function exists if it is 1 to 1 and onto, but trigonometric functions are many to 1, so it's not possible to find the inverse of trigonometric function, but it is possible to find it if you restrict the function to a domain. And if in that range it is 1 to 1 and onto. So again you can say that so now what I say is that y is equal to sine inverse of x. It is found that the domain for sine is -1 to 1 and range is -π/2 to π/2, and if the function is y is equal to cos inverse of x, then the domain is -1 to 1 and the range is 0 to pi, and this is a range where both these functions are 1 to 1 and onto. So this is what we need to take care of. So it is both 1 to 1 and onto in this range. So now I have a function which is y is equal to sine inverse of 1/2. Now the step to find the inverse of this function is y is equal to sine inverse of sine of π/6. Now my sine of π/6 is equal to 1/2, so I can write it here, and what I will get is π/6 here. And now my π/6 lies in the range of -π/2 to π/2, and in the domain of -1 to 1. So that's the first point. So that's how you are finding out the inverse, and the inverse should exist in this domain. Now taking another example, is y is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 8. So this is equal to sine of pi by 16 or sine of 11.25. This is equal to, this is in radians and this is in degrees, so this is equal to 1 by 8. So you can substitute it as sine inverse of sine of pi by 16, and the answer is pi by 16 in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly, if you are taking y is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 2. Now here cos of pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. Pi by 3 is equal to 180 divided by 3, which will give you something like 180 divided by 3 is equal to 60. So this is 1 by 2, so you can substitute it here, such as cos inverse of pi by 3, and the answer is pi by 3, and the range for cos function is 0 to pi, and this lies in this range. So this is the answer, and the inverse will exist for the trigonometric function if it falls in the range. If it is not falling in the range, then it is not possible to find. So in a simpler way, the inverse of other trigonometric functions can be found out by mapping out the range and domain. Provided in this range and domain the function is 1 to 1 and on to, and based on this you'll have to find the range.